Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 30 in the HCSB for July 30th, 2023. The words of Agur, son of Jacob, the oracle. The man's oration to Ithiel and Ukal. I'm more stupid than any other man, and I lack man's ability to understand. I've not gained wisdom, and I have no knowledge of the Holy One. Who's gone up into heaven and come down? Who's gathered the wind in his hands? Who has bound up the waters in a cloak? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is the name of his son, if you know? Every word of God is pure. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Don't add to his words, or he'll rebuke you, and you will be proved a liar. 2 things I ask of you. Don't deny them to me before I die. Keep falsehood and deceitful words far from me. Give me neither poverty nor wealth. Feed me with the food I need. Otherwise I might have too much and deny you, saying, Who is the Lord? Or I might have nothing and steal, profaning the name of my God. Don't slander a servant to his master, or he will curse you, and you will become guilty. There is a generation that curses its father and does not bless its mother. There's a generation that's pure in its own eyes, yet it is not washed from its filth. There's a generation, how haughty its eyes and pretentious its looks. There's a generation whose teeth are like swords, whose fangs are like knives, devouring the oppressed from the land and the needy from among mankind. The leech has 2 daughters. Give and give. 3 things are never satisfied. 4 never say enough. Sheol, a childless womb. Earth, which is never satisfied with water. And fire, which never says enough. As for the eye that ridicules a father and despises obedience to a mother, may the ravens of the valley pluck it out and young vultures eat it. 3 things are beyond me. 4 I can't understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a snake on a rock, the way of a ship at sea, and the way of a man with a young woman. This is the way of adulteress. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. The earth trembles under 3 things. It cannot bear up under 4. A servant, when he becomes king. A fool, when he's stuffed with food. An unloved woman when she marries. And a servant girl when she ousts her queen. 4 things on the earth are small, yet they are extremely wise. The ants are not a strong people, yet they store up their food in the summer. Hyraxes are not a mighty people, yet they make their homes in the cliffs. Locusts have no king, yet all of them march in ranks. A lizard can be caught with your hands, yet it lives in kings' palaces. 3 things are stately in their stride, even 4 are stately in their walk. A lion, which is the mightiest among beasts, and doesn't retreat before anything. A strutting rooster, a goat, and a king at the head of his army. If you've been foolish by exalting yourself, or you've been scheming, put your hand over your mouth. For the churning of milk produces butter, and twisting of the nose draws blood, and stirring up anger produces strife. Well, I've claimed, the first couple lines on this one many times. I still got to learn more about this translation, how it can be a rooster or a greyhound. Too many things on the list. Got to learn Hebrew, got to learn Greek. Want to learn more about Aramaic. When, right? Somebody pay for me to go to what do you call? I can't think of the word. Seminary. I want to go to seminary. There's plenty of things I want to learn. Plenty of things that I'll be forced to learn, like those languages. But somebody needs to pay for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I kid. Serious, but also kidding. I've claimed the first couple verses many, many times, that I'm too stupid. I'm stupid more than any other guy. I lack a man's ability to understand. But I think I didn't claim that last month either. I would just say that where I've not gained wisdom, I've been looking for wisdom, right? And I've been asking some of these questions. I'm still fascinated with what is his name and the name of his son. Yeah, I don't need to be super rich, and I got kiddos. I really don't want to be poor. just give me enough, God. Just give me enough to get me by. You know, I don't want to profane the name of the Lord, searching out for what I need. And I certainly don't want to be able to boast that I did it myself. And then, man, where is it? 11 through 14. This just reads, I'm sure, like, you know, oh, we're not supposed to read it, you know, context. This isn't about us, but curses its father, does not bless its mother. The patriarchy, pure in their own eyes, yet not washed from filth. Haughty in its eyes, pretentious in its looks. Teeth are like swords and fangs are like knives, devouring the oppressed and the needy from among mankind. Look, if you're following any sort of actual news, right? The Uyghurs, the slave situation, we're all carrying smartphones and stuff. So much of the stuff is made by slave labor. Electric cars, all the batteries, like cobalt mining. It's scams all the way down. It's not turtles. The whole world's supported by scams all the way down and awful things. But you see that the rich are devouring us, like especially the needy. People are dying because the inflation's going up, food prices are going up, all these chain reactions from decisions that have been made. And then you've got Kamala Harris talking about, like, well, if there are less people, you'll have cleaner air to breathe and your kids will have more food and more space. I go on a whole another rant about this. This is where, like, I'm not qualified to preach a sermon. I don't want to be qualified. But a soapbox, ooh, child, pull it up. I'll pick a topic. I also think these are interesting insights. You know, things that never say enough. I was going to say it's interesting that's even the childless womb is even a theme in The Witcher, you know, but that's like kind of almost not a popular series now because of the writer's strike and their poor decisions getting rid of Geralt. I like all these comparisons, you know, especially the 4 things on the earth are small yet are extremely wise. The ants, the goats, the locusts, and the lizards. They all have their own unique qualities, that those specific qualities give them protection and specialization, where otherwise they're either diminutive or can't really defend themselves. And we all know what ants can do, especially like, and then locusts, oh my gosh, I mean, literally be a plague of locusts, right? That's what they call them, because they'll just devour everything in their path. All right, well, if you've been foolish by exalting yourself, or if you've been scheming, just stop. Just stop. Like so many other times we've covered here. Just close your mouth. Close your mouth. Ponder. Don't scheme. Hope you got to visit a church today. Maybe you dropped in online. I really want to start a Discovery Bible group. So anybody that sees that, if you're interested in doing some kind of like live meet or live stream, I would love to take a passage, go through a couple of verses, see what everybody reads, what they're hearing, and what their intentions are going to be set for the week. So if you have any interest, like or leave a comment. I'll try to set it up. I just want to know that a couple of people will show up because it's not something I can do by myself. With that, go with God. Be blessed. Sorry for the crazy lighting. What you going to do?